Hello world, we've got a really fun Jeskai token deck today, so let me walk you through it a little bit. If I had to pick one card to be the king of the deck, I would say it's the Rabble Rousing. Even though there are only two of them in the deck, they're just so great. You know, once you have a wide board, you attack with a bunch of creatures, make a bunch more creatures, and then get something for free with the Hideaway 5 mechanic. Then, in a perfect world, you would have a copy, at least, maybe even more, of Lunarch Veteran in play. So then when you generate a whole bunch of tokens, it gains you a whole bunch of life as well. And you go from 2 life to whatever, 20 life, and just blow out mono red. So that's kind of one of my favorite interactions in the deck, but there's a ton of good stuff going on. You'll notice that there are only 10 actual creatures in the deck, and then everything else is non-creatures, that most of them do generate creatures. And that's because we're playing the Iconoclast, better known as our good old friend, the Young Pyromancer. This guy is really powerful. Basically has to be dealt with the turn he comes in, otherwise just gets so much card advantage in this particular deck. And a couple copies of Baird. We have a lot of stuff that buff our creatures, so he usually generates a 1/1 every turn. Also very powerful. Then in our 4-drop swap, so they're all planeswalkers, but they're all planeswalkers that generates tokens. Exotic Pets is a really cool card, just flash into 1/1s that can't be blocked, and then most of the time it's going to come in with a counter, because there'll be a counter on something from the Wandering Emperor, or maybe that's it. But one of the really most unique techs that I have in this deck that you won't see going around any other decks is Blessed Defiance. For 1 white mana, creature gets +2/+0 and gains lifelink until end of turn. Then, when it dies, it leaves behind a 1/1 spirit. This card is huge. A lot of times, mono red or mono white or any kind of aggro deck will swing out at you for the kill. You'll give your creature lifelink, it'll trade, you'll just live, it'll leave behind a 1/1 and hopefully stabilize with that successful trade and then come back and win the game. So, great common, don't see it ran anywhere, but have tried it in a couple decks and it actually works really well in this one. So I'm excited to show you what it could do, and let's get right into these games. Alright, let me see. If it's mono red, let me see Blessed Defiance. Oh, we have the Blessed Defiance now, just let it be red. Oh, he's got the red sleeves. Come on, let it be the red deck. We have a Lunarch Veteran as well. We don't have very good synergies early, like, we only have a veteran to play, but we'll risk it. Alright, so it does look like mono red. What do we draw here? Something low curve, please. Low enough. Mono red on the play. Could run us over, but we do have some pretty relevant life gain coming in. Yeah, okay. Smashes for 2. We hit a Shivan Reef Painland. Don't like that. Oh well. Play a second white source. Play our veteran out. I'm gonna be taking 4 damage now. Own it. What's the usual suspect here? It's usually land, mechanized warfare, or another faces. I was gonna predict either land warfare or maybe reckless impulse. Okay, so we'll play land. And we'll just hold up exotic pets, and they will gain us 2 life when they come in from the veteran. Veteran's not going to block, so we'll attack for 1. Gotta always watch out for your own incidental damage. Right, we get 1 in. 1 matters. Exotic pets, gain 2 life. Are we gonna double block this Kamano? I think so. I think weakening opponent's board state while protecting our life total is worth it. And we draw another burn down the house. Not what we want to see. So first I'll play this Baird. No, first I'll attack. Decides to block. Cool. So we're gonna use the Blessed Defiance to kill it. then play the Baird. Baird won't generate a 1/1, which is sad. We like generating 1/1s. I guess we could play the Lunarch Veteran and double block. Or the Luminous Phantom, I should say. Alright, let's do it. We've already gained a good amount of life. 6 life, I believe. Could be bad if the opponent hits one of them with Play with Fire. Let's try it. Let's try it, and if he has it, we'll make him have it. One more burn spell, not going to our face. Oh man, come on, deck. 42% chance to draw a land, by the way. Opponent bins a Warfare, looking for more land. Have to trade here. Okay, we're happy to see an Emperor. We're gonna get that Phoenix chick, I think. Maybe I should just -2 it, or -1. Block the Epicure. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna block the Epicure, the next turn we'll -2 it to kill the Phoenix chick. Would you take an extra 2 damage that way? Do we? An extra 1 damage? Yeah, we only take 1 extra damage because the Samurai did block the Epicure, so it stopped 1, and then we took 2 in the air. So it's fine. We take 1 extra damage, but our board state's better. Too bad we don't have a Veteran in play, but I think it's time that we just start Rabble Rousing. Opponent kills us next turn. That's a shame. If not, we'll probably win. God, a Lunarch Veteran off the top. Please. Please, game, Lunarch Veteran. No! End the festivities. I think I spoke about it at this point. I'm not sure. End the festivities, the card we want to see the absolute least in this deck. And now we have absolutely no choice but to burn down the house. And this is a pain land? Okay, this is not a pain land, so we're good. But he's got the man land. But we've got a 2/2. God. Too bad. If only we could have had a Lunarch Veteran still, we could have actually won that game. And it would have gone like this. God, so close to Diamond 2. It would have gone 1 mana for Lunarch Veteran, then 5 mana, burn down the house, create 3 1/1 devils. You gain 3 life instantly because of the Lunarch Veteran ETBs. Then you attack with all 3 devils, making 3 more 1/1s, gaining another 3 life, going up to 7 from 1. Wow, it would have been sick. It would have been absolutely awesome, and we would have just felt great to beat Mono Red. But alas, the first game is a loss. Let's move on to the next one. All right. Let's see it. 2 slow lands and a play. Unfortunately, every time I play this game in regular play, non-ranked, it's great. And I just can't catch a break. But that's okay. We're gonna have to keep this one. I don't want to go to 5 on the play. Naturally, nobody does. And I guess we'll just put back the Iconoclast since we don't have any red in our hand. It sucks. Not feeling super confident so far, but the deck does do good things. So let's put our faith in the deck and let it take us home. A Veteran, that's a fine draw. An absolutely fine draw. We'll try to get the wedding announcement down next turn and start drawing cards. Opponent on control. Scary business. Hopefully we could find a Tocasia's Welcome or something that draws us a bunch of cards so that we could keep up with opponent. If he gets too much card advantage and just wipes the board, that is a lose condition for us. I think I'll just have to attack with both here. And should I play the Lunarch Veteran? No, I think I'll keep the mana up for the exotic pets. So we draw another Iconoclast, still no red. Mana base is good. I haven't had any problems with the mana base up until I started recording. Guess that's just the way she goes sometimes. Let's get the pets into play. Opponent says no need to counter that. He's laughing at our deck right now. There's some red mana. Go ahead and attack with all. Get another card draw off the wedding announcement. Once that flips, everything's going to be 2/2s, and all of a sudden, our deck does look a little threatening. It goes from being a joke to a, oh, that's almost lethal. And we're going to pass with the Wandering Emperor up. Opponent with 5 mana right now. Next turn, he will have Farewell. Let's try and resolve this. Making a 2/2 Samurai is going to be a 3/3 as a lot of extra pressure. I don't think opponent has his own Wandering Emperor, or he would have cast it last turn. Instead, he just drew off Bankbuster. So, what could he have? Plays a Soul Partition, okay. Interesting. We have exotic pets, that's great. Let's go ahead and attack. What is this here? 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 11 damage. Opponent decides he'll take 11. Should I make it 2 more? If I make it 2 more, it's 13. He goes to 1. Alright. Nah, never mind. Let's just make it 11. 11's good enough. We'll keep our Blessed Defiance for when we are in dire need of it. Opponent surely Farewells, depopulate, yeah, same thing. So let's Blessed Defiance on one of our creatures now, so it'll leave behind a 1/1. Except the 1/1 will surely be a 2/2 because wedding festivities. And flash and exotic pets as well. Oh, I should have waited to the end step. I was a little bit hasty, a little excited here, you know. I'm looking at opponent on 3. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna get him. In my excitement, I was a bit hasty. Imagine he drew into a Spell Pierce. He soul partitions away the flyer, but these exotic pets are unblockable, and thus... Oh, wait, he's going to gain a life? That's okay. 1 life. Still lethal. We got him. Yeah. See, we kept a bad hand and put our faith in our deck. We believed in our deck, and our deck came through for us. So, just believe, guys. Just believe. The power of faith. I'd love a little win streak here. Went on a bit of a loss streak earlier this morning. So... well, yin and yang in our life would be good. Yeah. Couple losses, couple wins. Goes arounds all around. Something like that. So, what do we think of this hand here? We're pretty happy with it. The second Saheeli is not what we want to see. Looks like opponent is on... it could be Esper, but it could also be Domain, right? Because this is a plain swamp. Not much to do this turn anyways. We'll attack for 1, play the Veteran, and play a Deserted Beach. The next turn, if we attack with both, we'll get a card draw off Wedding Announcements, assuming it resolves. Now we'll probably have a better idea of what opponent is. He could be Orzhov and just playing Badlands. Yeah, it looks like that might be it. Maybe he's playing Lay Down Arms and he wants some extra lands that count as plains. These are both plains. Who knows? Who knows what opponent's on? First, we'll attack with both. Then we'll try to resolve winning announcements. Opponent does not have Make Disappear, so we draw an extra card. And a Welcome. That's good. Opponent takes care of that. That's okay. It drew us a card, and it went 1 for 1, because he also used a card on it. So let's get down to Saheeli. We'll make 2 Thoppers with haste, gaining us 4 life. Yeah, veterans and multiple is nasty. I just hope we get at least one game where we have like a couple veterans out and have a huge Rabble Rousing turn, and we gain like 15, 20 life in a turn. They always feel good, but they feel a lot better against aggro when you're almost dead. This is good. This could like guarantee that we hit our land, basically. Because if we miss our land draw on the initial draw, then we could scry away a non-land to try to hit a land. Ah. That's why you don't get too far ahead of yourself. No way to make an artifact here. Let's just scry. Well, we don't need that. Put it to the bottom, and we'll cast 2 things. We'll go Baird and Lunarch Veteran. Rebuild the board state. Opponent, we have not seen much from him. He's killed a non-land permanent in our enchantment, Wedding Invitation, and he's wiped the board. And now I depopulate. Ah, rest in peace, Lunarch Veteran number 2. Opponent clicking on my stuff. Legions to Ashes again.
Next time I'll reverse etheric the land.
God, one more land, we could have such more efficient turns. But alas, it was not meant to be. We'll just play another Saheeli, -2 it once again.
Let's see who wins.
We'll get in for 3 in there, nah, just 2, and we'll leave one of the Thoppers back to protect the Saheeli. Opponent Invoke Despairs, rest in peace Saheeli. We'll get rid of one of the tapped Thoppers. At least he only draws 1 card off it on the bright side. And we're still in position to draw a land and then have some good successful turns. But we cannot pull it off. Cannot pull off the single card draw. Single land draw. Well, since we're not under any pressure, and we're in 21, opponents got 1 creature in play and a bank buster. Let's play the Tocasia's Welcome and draw an additional card every turn from now on. That'll be good for us. Drawing extra cards, always good. Even better when you're not under pressure. When I'm playing, I guess, like, Orzhov control cards, good cards, like Invoke Despair, Depopulate, Bank Buster, all very good cards. All rares or mythics. Oh, just rares, I guess. Same with Trespasser, very good creature. Not seen an Orzhov control build in quite some time, but it is an archetype I like. And he attacks. Guess that makes sense. These guys are both flying. So let's go an Iconoclast first. Try to hit a land for the double spell. Welcome trigger. Cannot hit land. Crazy, crazy. Feels like the game is really trying to give opponent a chance here. Really trying to get them to have a W. But still, not under too much pressure. We're down to 15. And then opponent board wipes. Gain a couple life. And it's just another Trespasser. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. He's got no mana to draw cards off Bankbusters. There's a land. So we could finally have some more efficient turns. I could Rabble Rousing, or I could burn down the house, make 3 tokens. Just don't attack. I definitely want to cast something on my turn, not exotic pets on his, because I don't want the Trespasser to flip for nothing. The tokens have haste, so I could Rabble Rousing now, and then burn down the house on his turn. Or sorry, on my next turn, and attack with all 3, make 3 more tokens. Oh, God. Nothing feels good. Let's just make 3 tokens now, get our card draw from the welcome. I think it's important that we get our card draw every turn we can. This way is just better. There, we have a guaranteed land drop for next turn. And we can do, like, Wedding Announcement. Get a 1/1, leave up exotic pets, get another card draw on his turn. Then we'll have a boatload of creatures to set up a big Rabble Rousing on the following turn. So not the next turn, but the one after that. And being on 16 life, I think we'll make it that far. Opponent does have a ton of card draw. Soon the Bankbusters will have their last counter off and create pilots for themselves. This is always a thing that I feel happens when a client is trying to make you lose. Okay, no, I know people don't like when you complain about the shuffler, but this is a pattern that I've noticed. I've been playing a lot more Magic than I have in a while, and this is what it does, okay? It makes you stuck on lands, right? Like you saw, I could not draw a land for like 5-6 turns straight, even drawing 2 cards per turn. Like, it was crazy. And then, after you finally get your land and you don't need lands, then it's like, here's all of your lands at once, right? And that's just the pattern that it does to, like, try to skewer your win rate so you don't win too much. Whether or not that's true, who knows? Just something I noticed. So, no need to attack into opponent's 4/4. We'll end the turn getting our card draw from the welcome through the token generation of Wedding Announcement. We draw another exotic pets. It's a fine draw. Opponent with an Emperor.
I'm home. Guards, to me.
Alright, so we got 2 of our veterans are exiled, Lunarch Veterans. But I would love so much to just draw 1 more and gain a ton of life here. Oh no. Okay, well, we're going to exotic pets in response because we're going to sack the Tocasia's welcome. So the 1/1's coming in. Going to draw us 1 more card from the welcome. And we'll sack one of these vampires, one of these enchantments, but not the Wedding Announcement, because when it turns into Wedding Festivity, it is invaluable with a wide board. So these 2 unblockable fish are going to take care of the Emperor for us. Maybe I should have sacked a Devil there to the Invoke Despair trigger. I could have killed the pilot with the when this creature dies trigger. No big deal. So, sticking to the game plan of playing land, playing Rabble Rousing, and then attacking with everything. Opponent draws. Okay, I was a bit afraid that opponent would crew an attack. If opponent attacked with everything, then our life total becomes a concern. We have to start watching out for it. But if it's only 7 damage, I think we could afford to go to 7. Oh, he doesn't attack at all. Great. Excellent for us. Ah, man, I want a Rabble Rousing now. It'll generate 5 tokens if I do that. And it'll flip it instantly because then it's if you have 10 or more. So I kind of have to. It's too bad because the mana works out pretty well with 4 and 3, and we have 7 mana. Could cast both of these. But this is just better, just straight up better. Next turn we could Rabble Rousing and Exotic Pets. So we'll put yet another Pets for free. And let's start making 1,000,000 tokens. Opponent needs a Farewell. Depopulate, I guess, would be okay too. So it's not going to flip right now, after all. We want to attack with everything no matter what. Whenever you have Rabble Rousing out, the more you attack with, the more 1/1s you get. Do I kill the 2? Oh, okay, perfect. I thought he wasn't going to block the Devil because of the die trigger. But since he kindly does, we get to kill everything we want. Which is the Pilot and the Emperor. So a pretty big shift in board state. Opponent was quite stable, quite healthy, had a lot of creatures. And now we have a lot more than him. Getting rid of those pilots that crew the Bankbusters, essentially getting rid of 4/4s. Opponent Invoke Despairs, man. Alright. I guess it's gotta be the wedding announcement. Despite it being great. I'm playing very defensive. I'll go to 9. So I think if I play Exotic Pets pre-combat, then I play Rabble Rousing and I attack with everything. I'll make 4 and then I'll have 2 already, so be at 6. Yeah, both Rabble Rousings will trigger their hideaway triggers. So pretty big turn here. If only we had a Lunarch Veteran in play. We would gain so much life. I keep talking about it. I know. We'll get it one day. No Lunarch Veteran. Get an Emperor, though. Attack with everything. Put this into play for free. Get one of these into play for free. And we'll save the Wandering Emperor trigger for after blocks. Do we want to just do 1 extra point of damage? Or do we want to make a 2/2? Take an extra point of damage is fine. By ticking up the Emperor, puts it at 4. I think it's fine. Opponent has a board wipe. It won't hit the Emperor. We have so much protection for it. What a turn. How many creatures do we have? 9 and 5. 14. Cool. Cool. We were saved this game by Tocasia's Welcome. And the wedding announcement drew us a couple cards. The first one we played. That's why we ticked up the Emperor. Now that the board's gone. Oh, God. Alright, welcome. And for turn? Nope, don't think we need to. Yeah, so Tocasia's Welcome just drew us enough cards that after the initial multiple board wipes, we weren't just dead. So many decks would lose to opponent where he depopulates or drags under or does whichever board wipe he likes. And then they're just out of gas, right? They're just dead. Done. Finished. That's good. Some life gain. That'll matter. So we drew a card last turn from Tocasia's Welcome. I'm going to draw a card this turn from Tocasia's Welcome. And that's perfect. He cuts down for no reason. And so in response, we're going to Blessed Defiance. Throw the Samurai outside the range. And he double spells it. So that's fine. 2 for 1. But that would have been really good to draw some... Or sorry, gain some extra life there. And a wedding announcement. I think we're just hanging in there. Would not mind a Lunarch Veteran. Been talking about him for 5 minutes straight. So hopefully I can bank him onto the top of my deck. We're not dead to Invoke Despair. Opponent draws off the Bank Buster yet again. I'm gonna Wandering Emperor here. This one's on 1. So it's almost dead anyways, and I want to draw cards right now and increase my board state. By having an extra creature in play, I can make it so the wedding announcement will draw me a card next turn. Let's -1 right now, see what's on top of our deck. Another wedding announcement. That's good. We got a lot deeper thanks to the second Emperor. We lost one to the Legend rule, but absolutely fine with that. Opponent has a Wandering Emperor of his own. What is he going to do with it? Get rid of the token. Okie dokie. Draw 2 cards. Nice. Could be lethal next turn. Almost certainly is, I think. Well, opponent could always board wipe yet again. Yeah, so drag to the bottom. That's what the Triome's for, I guess. It is an Orzhov control list. Thorin? Oh, opponent pluses the Sorin. Oh, he hits drag to the bottom. Damn. Well, I don't think it's lethal now, is it? No. But I could kill both his planeswalkers. Wait, I'm 1 point away from lethal. Oh, does that do it? No, I don't have enough mana to do it all. Do not have the mana to do it all. So let's burn down the house, make 3 1/1s, draw a card, see if we find something that does it. That's it, that's lethal. Yes! Alright, we got him. We got him here. No cards in hand. Yay! And we'll make 6 1/1s just to spite opponent. GG, Aquilian. Your control deck matched up punily against my Jeskai value tokens deck. Well, I don't think you could call a 2-game win streak a win streak, but we did win 2 games in a row, so let's go. This hand is pretty bad. It's just low, 2 islands. No double white, no double red. We have our veterans. I've been talking and going on and on about the veterans, but just not at the right time, not in the right hand. So let's mull this. This has some more potential. At least we have some card draw out of the welcome. Keep this one, put back the burn down the house, and start off with a veteran. Play this top land in case we need some colored mana next turn. Get in for 1. Is it mono black mid range? Sure is. Perfect draw. Yeah. If I play the welcome first, I'll get 1 extra card draw, but I'll be slower. Like, that's fine. I think being slow against mono black mid range is okay. We're not trying to run him over. We're trying to not get outvalued, right? You got to identify what deck it is. If it was like a hard control deck, then you'd want to be faster, play Wedding Announcement first. But it could be aggro, I guess. The mono black aggro list does run the Bank Buster, in which case we would have also wanted to be faster. But this isn't too bad. So, play the Wedding Announcement. Attack for 1, because the Lunarch Veteran is not blocking. We love him too much. Get our first card draw from the welcome. Let's track this just for fun. See how many cards this one card will draw us over time. It sucks because it comes in and does nothing, but it does do things over time. Yeah, it is aggro for sure. That is very fast from opponent. Guess we will have to jump 1 here. 4 damage, so a relevant number to block. An Iconoclast. That's good. So we're gonna go Iconoclast. Hang on here. Okay. As long as I have the mana to cast everything, I'm happy. So Iconoclast first. Gain 1 life from Veteran, draw a card. Right, we will take damage. That's fine. Then we'll play the Baird. Gain another life. Then we're going to Blessed Defiance on the Veteran. Triggering the Iconoclast, drawing another card. And yes, that matters a bit. But the main thing, the 3 life also kind of matters. The main thing is we're going to get another 1/1. Because at the end of our end step, at the beginning of our end step, we control a creature with more power than his base power. So he's got 3 power. And thus, Baird makes an extra 1/1. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, I'm so happy we mulled. I almost kept that slow hand thinking, I don't know, I don't want to mull for nothing. We mulled to 5 and had a great turnout. Opponent realizing he's got to get rid of that Lunarch Veteran. We made 5 creatures last turn. This 1/1 gained us 5 life. And he attacked for 3 life blink. It's a lot of life gain for a turn. Tocasia's welcome. Gain for us 2 cards so far. And he's going to get aggressive. We want to protect as many soldiers and creatures as we can, since Wedding Announcement's going to flip next turn and everything's going to be a lot bigger. But I don't think we want to take 11. 11 seems like a lot. What if I do this? Just block the 2 biggest, the 2 4s. I still get to keep 4 creatures. And I only take 3. I'll do it like that. I could have been a bit greedier, maybe only blocked 4 or even none and taken 11. If I took 11, I'd be on 6. But now I'd be on 4. 4 is quite low. We want to draw cards off these Wedding Announcements. I don't want to just make tokens go extra wide, and when the tokens enter, we'll gain life. And when we draw cards, we lose life. So, for all of those reasons, we'll attack for only one creature for 2 damage. Happy to see this Wandering Emperor. Tocasia's welcome, drawing us a 3rd card now. An opponent goes for Throat the Veteran. Yeah, I mean, kind of had to, right? That card was doing work. I love this deck. And I love Lunarch Veteran! Yes! I've been preaching your song for, I don't know half hour now. And finally, you've come through, old man. Thank you for your service. You were a valiant soldier. Get another one off the top. Ooh, boy, will I be happy. As if I'm not happy enough now. So, okay. Opponent decides not to attack now. So we'll draw. Rabble Rousing. We don't have the veteran anymore. Alright. Let's go. Gosh, welcome. Drawn us 4 cards. We need something that's going to gain us life. Exotic Pets is not it. Grab another Rabble Rousing underneath. Play that. We'll play the Luminous Phantom. As at least when things leave play. We'll also gain life now. Attack with everything. Trying to pressure opponent's life total and make as many 1/1s as possible. So we're attacking with good creatures even though we don't want to lose them. Including the Baird and the Iconoclast. Maybe I should have kept them back and just attack with 4. But if I did that, I'd make 2 less soldiers and opponent would take 4 less damage. So 4 damage plus 2 2/2s. I think it's worth. I think it's just fine. Now, opponent's board state loses a lot, and we gain 1 life for each creature that died. Hey, I'm not done preaching. We've talked about the Lunarch Veteran. Let's talk about the Luminous Phantom. What a beast! It's obviously better to trigger on creatures ETBing. But it's just fine. I'm pretty sure this 1/1 gained us like 15 life. More, maybe. Oh my god. Nice. Another 10 life gained. Like 25 plus life gained by this 1 card here. And we're not done drawing cards at all. I almost don't even want to kill the Shieldred on my upkeep here. Like, I can, right? But I almost want to just... make a soldier or make a samurai to draw a card. No, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Oh! No! Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing! I'm so hasty. I'm so hasty. Oh god, I don't know why I did that. Alright, whatever. We're okay. We're still in fine shape. Part of me wanted to do that anyways, okay? So, we did the less high upside play. That was still relatively decent. So we're gonna lose the human, and I think I'm gonna lose the welcome here, okay? It drew so many cards, though. So many cards. And it's still gonna draw so many cards. Am I afraid of drawing cards because of Shieldred? Hell no. Let's lose the festivities. The Rabble Rousings are gonna be invaluable. Tocasia's welcome. It's our only gas. Opponent does not attack. Sneaky. Very patient opponent. Come on, let's get a veteran here. Do not get a veteran. But we do get another card draw. Nice. Life gain. That matters a lot. We're attacking with everything. We got 2 Rabble Rousings. Of course, we're attacking with everything. Blessed Defiance. Let's go. Wedding Announcements poops itself into play. Does opponent block the soldier? He crews to block it. That's fine. We're definitely going to use the Blessed Defiance and gain 5 life here. Gain 5 life, and it'll leave behind a 1/1. Flyer. And we're back up to 10. Yet another card draw. Tocasia's Welcome still in play. Exotic Pets next turn. Right. I think this card's... I stopped counting. What have I done? It came down turn 3. And I think it drew us 1 to 2 cards per turn. Because it often drew cards on opponent's turn, right? So let's lose a 2/2 regular creature. And maybe one of these Rabble Rousings now. Yeah. As much as we love them, don't need them. We're wide enough. I think it's done. One can only block 1 creature. Get out of here, Diamond 1 top tier mono black aggro deck. You don't stand a chance against my janky Jeskai tokens. GG. Alright. No! No white mana. I can't keep it. What a shame. I love my Lunarch Veterans. But this looks nice. We got all our colors. We got exotic pets. Iconoclast. So we'll put back one of the pets. We want all 3 lands. And off to a good start. Start with the tap land, and then turn 2, we've got the untapped red source for the 3rd path, Iconoclast. And it looks like opponent might be on the mono blue, which is actually really good for us here. This deck deals well with mono blue because it plays so much stuff at instant speed, and we have resolved an Iconoclast already. Exactly, opponent has to return it to our hand now, and we'll just replay it. We could even play the wedding announcement too. No, let's do the Iconoclast. If opponent could be playing Spell Pierce, some of these mono blue lists do run it. So if we play the wedding announcement, there's a chance that we fall behind. And then, as many of you know, once you fall behind against mono blue, it can be impossible to come back. So we'll attack for 2 with the Iconoclast. End the turn with exotic pets up. Opponent will impulse. No problemo. What else will he do? Mono blue passes the turn. On his turn, instant speed, exotic pets. Even if he counters it, we get the trigger from the Iconoclast, leaving behind a 1/1. And, thinking about it, he hits it with the Scorn. It's good, he's got only 1 mana available. So we'll play the land first, and now we could pay for the Spell Pierce, and we'll play Wedding Announcement, trigger on the Iconoclast, attack for both, get our card draw, and opponent's in big time trouble. Could play a pretty cheap Tolarian Terror here. He has a Djinn instead, also a good card. So, let's play a Veteran. Then let's play the Welcome, trigger. Opponent. Only 1 blue for the Scorn. Alright. Still leaves behind the 1/1. Did we attack here? If I attack with all, and I'm scared, right? Opponent's got 3 cards in hand. He could easily have Make Disappear or any instant spell, right? Any counter spell. We'll hit Blessed Defiance, but if Blessed Defiance resolves, I could kill the Djinn by trading the Iconoclast with it. It's too risky. I don't want to lose the Iconoclast. It's our best instance of creature advantage right now. So we're going to let it resolve like that. No rush on this Blessed Defiance. We get to draw a card from attacking with 2 creatures. We got in with 1 damage too, but that 1 point of damage is kind of incidental. Not too worried about it, but I mean, 1 damage is 1 damage. He's on 14. Wandering Emperor is good because we can play at instant speed. Opponent decides to attack. Okay. Very good opponent. Gets in for 7. Plays another Djinn. So, let's attack with everything. Opponent will block the Iconoclast. First, we'll try to Blessed Defiance on the Iconoclast. Opponent could bounce it. Opponent could counter it. He bounces it. Okay. Resolve. We get in for 3. And I did make a mistake there. I should have played the Wandering Emperor first. I thought I had 1 more mana. I could play Iconoclast and then Emperor. But I have to play Emperor now or I'm dead in the air. So we'll get rid of the tapped Djinn. Better to do it now than let opponent draw 1 more card. And we only have 8 power on the board, so we can't kill opponent next turn. Unless we don't draw trenches. If we draw in the trenches, we could kill him. Otherwise, we're going to have to gain a couple life here, because we're on 7, and opponent could always play some more instances. Ah, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Just the man we wanted to see. The Essence scatters that. So we'll Iconoclast. Gain 1 life. Veteran, which is a blocker for the Djinn. Gain another life. -1. Gain a 3rd life. The opponent needs to remove the Luminous Phantom, and he could win. If he removes the Phantom, he'll have 1 more instant or sorcery in his graveyard, and that'll be 10 damage. But we squeeze out 1 quick, sneaky victory against Mono Blue. Decent, decent. Let's keep going. Okay. Opponent goes first. We got Iconoclast and a Welcome. Card drawing creatures. Awesome. Mono red though. Ooh. Ooh. And we have both Pain lands. Well, could be quite painful indeed. Oh man. I'm scared. Gonna have to protect the life total as quickly as possible here. Play the Iconoclast. Hang ourselves. We're on 15. Opponent surely feeling pretty good about his position. It's an Ancestral Anger. And a Kami's Flare. Okay. So we're on 12. Don't think we could afford to play the Tocasia's Welcome. It's too greedy. We'll have to just play another Iconoclast and try to block. Hang ourselves for another painful 1 damage. Ancestral Anger, it's a big one. And he has another removal spell. Naturally. Damn. Paying ourselves for a 3rd damage this game. Mono Red just laughing at us. He's killing himself. We'd be at 9 if it wasn't for these Pain lands. Yes, opponent has a 3rd removal spell for the 3rd Iconoclast. And he's got the lethal. Quality game. Ah, well. That'll happen sometimes, right? It's a quickie. It's a quickie. No biggie. Let's go next.